What's up, everybody? This is Shawn.
This is Alan.
And this is Inside the Square, the wrestling podcast, coming at you almost every week from sunny St. Mary's, California, Maryland. What's good, Big Daddy?
WrestleMania.
It's coming. We just weeks away from it. You excited?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just ready for Roman just to lose that title, and that's it.
Boy, you are fixated on that man. And I always say the same thing. Well, I don't say the same thing, but I will say this. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Remember, this man has held the belt for 1,000 and some days.
Like almost 4 years.
Yeah. So, and he's one of the top merchandise sellers on the WWE website, period.
I thought it was Cody.
No, it's Roman Reigns, The Rock, and Jey Uso.
Wow.
So, like I said, if this guy is generating that much interest and the pay-per-view sales, and then, him and The Rock, they're selling out places. So, hey, if you're going to trust Cody to be the face of the franchise, go ahead and trust him.
Or book him a lot.
Or better, or up your game and book him more. But if you don't trust him to be that face of the franchise, to be on TV, to be doing these interviews, do this and that, then you might want to...
We're going to be stuck with Roman Reigns forever.
I don't think so. You can't have something forever. That's not how life works.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, once you take that belt away from him, you're going to have to remove him from the equation for a while to let Cody have his own run without interference. And if it's not as successful, you need to figure out, okay, maybe we need to make him champ again. Or make some kind of interim champ. Because I'm telling you, that dude is carrying WWE he has been carrying WWE on his back for a while.
Yeah, since he came back.
And I told you once, I said, he's going to be a heel. And when he got his teeth fixed and he started performing without a shirt, I'm like, yeah, they got something. They got something.
I did not like that.
They changed his whole gimmick
to the tribal
chief. And it's not a coincidence that he's the face of the franchise. So if you take him away, who you gonna put asses in seats? Who are you gonna get to buy that T-shirt?
Cody.
We'll see. It remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But moving on, it's Tiffy time. What you think about Tiffany Stratton's rise up? Is she the new it girl?
Yeah, she is.
You think she's gonna get a big push?
I think I see it.
I think I see it too, man. They've kind of focused a lot of stuff away from Becky Lynch, away from the other wrestlers, and they really are pushing Tiffany Stratton right now.
Yeah. Maybe against Io Sky if she retains her belt or something. I don't know.
I think that Tiffany Stratton might find her way into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I really do.
Me too.
She's beaten former champs and people who are contenders like the jobbers.
Yeah.
She's destroying Naomi. She's beating Mia Yim. And it's like, what the hell? And she came from nowhere. She came from NXT.
And it worked.
And it works. She has that Bianca Belair thing going. People really like her. And, she's a heel right now.
Yeah, and people are still cheering for her.
Man, it kind of threw me off when I saw this snippet of behind-the-scenes thing. She met this girl who had this sign up for it, and she signed the girl's sign. She was like, I was just like, listening to her, I was like...
I think I sent it to you.
You did send it to me, and I'm like, I could see how this woman could be a face and be someone that people really love.
Yeah, they like her as a heel better.
And I've seen some of her other stuff. She's really good, man.
Yeah.
She's really good. I think she's the person that they wanted Lacey Evans to be.
Yeah, and they missed that opportunity.
And, Lacey Evans is a good athlete, too.
So good.
They
just didn't treat her right.
I don't think she got treated fairly either.
No.
But Tiffany Stratton has it. And I think if they're smart...
Put the belt on her.
I don't know about putting the belt on her, but she need to have some type of WrestleMania moment.
She's a Triple H person, so she's good.
Well, she's a Shawn Michaels person first because she came through NXT, that Performance Center. She's young, too.
Mm-hmm.
She's young.
Like a young Charlotte Flair or something.
So you paying Jade Cargill all this money, but you got Tiffany Stratton right there, and she's still on probably a rookie contract?
That's just not right.
Well, right, wrong, or different.
Because Jade Cargill, she's garbage.
Well, that's a very strong statement, and I don't want to say she's garbage because she hadn't had a chance to wrestle yet.
She could be good or trash.
We don't know yet because she hadn't wrestled.
Yeah.
Saying someone is garbage is outside of norm. We shouldn't call people. No human being is worthless, and we shouldn't categorize anybody as garbage. That's not cool. But I really think that they've missed the bus because when Tiffany Stratton's contract's up, they're gonna have to pay her.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to give her some money.
Like extend the contract.
Do something because she's good, man.
Yeah.
Moving on. AEW just signed Okada Kazuchika. I think I might have pronounced that wrong.
The Rainmaker.
The Rainmaker. He just made his debut into AEW with the Elite.
I think that's the smart move.
I'm interested to see where it goes.
He attacked Eddie Kingston.
Yeah. Put his ass through a table, too.
Yeah.
Curious to see where it goes because now he's feuding with Pac. This guy is incredible. Pac, whatever the hell you call him. Used to be Neville.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see how it goes. I really like him, his look.
I think the Elite are going to win that tag team match.
That trios match?
Yeah.
I think so, too. Mm-hmm. He's incredible. I've seen some of his matches online on YouTube.
Yeah.
Man, that dude can wrestle.
Yeah.
He can really go. I'm curious to see where it goes.
Is he more accomplished than Roderick Strong?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes. I would say
that's
yes.
the longest stretch.
Yeah, I think he is, man. He's been wrestling a long time, too.
But Roderick Strong's been wrestling since he was a teen.
Yeah, but just because you've been wrestling since you're a teen, I mean, you're better than the next dude that's been wrestling for 5 years.
Yeah.
Because that guy, Okada, he has natural talent, man.
Okada won every belt.
He's running
in New Japan Pro.
Yeah, and you don't get to be champion in that brand by being just a guy. You got to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
And he's really good. Yeah. I'm curious to see where it goes, man.
I think I see him dethroning Eddie Kingston.
I think he's a better wrestler than Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know if he's fluent in English either, though.
Yeah, that's going to be tougher.
That's going to be tougher.
Yeah.
But I think he'd be a good Ring of Honor champion.
He's signed a 3-year contract with AEW.
Yeah, but that don't mean he can't go back to New Japan. I guarantee they got some kind of clause worked in where he can go back when he wants
to. Yeah.
But he's really good.
Very good,
really
actually.
Good. Trick Williams, is he going to have a breakout year? I think he will,
yes. Man. Maybe against Dragunov, maybe. The first time they, had a match, it was really good.
Trick is a really good wrestler, man.
Yeah.
And he's really fun to watch. And fun on the mic, too, because he says crazy stuff.
You remember Carmelo Hayes knows how to sell really well?
He does. I think he's an overseller.
He's so good at overselling.
He is.
Just like Austin Theory.
I don't know. Theory oversells everything.
But it works.
And he can wrestle, too. Well, Carmelo Hayes is a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
I'm curious, though. I think Trick is getting... I think he's going to get a push, man.
Against Dragunov, maybe?
I think if they're smart, they would put Dragunov and Trick on night 1 of WrestleMania.
Ooh, that would be so good.
That'd be so good. I think it'd be really good. And that brings me to another thing. Will Dragunov drop that belt and go to the main roster?
No.
Why not?
I think he should have the belt for a little while because he didn't lose the UK championship because of injury. It's because of injury.
Well, he lost the UK championship because they dissolved it.
Yeah. The title that he never lost.
He never lost it.
No.
Dragunov is really talented.
Very talented.
And that dude, he has a really good following on Instagram, too.
And fan base.
Yeah, his fan base is really good.
I've seen him lift weights.
Yeah, he has his workout stuff on Instagram.
Bruh.
Yeah, he's tough, man. Strong, too. My God, he's strong.
Bruh.
Really fun to watch, too.
Yeah.
He's had some of the best matches I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. That's not in WWE, the main roster.
Yeah.
He is an incredible striker. Very good timing. Good mic skills, too.
Yeah.
His whole gimmick is really good.
So good.
Yeah, his gimmick is kind of like Gunther's. They wrestlers.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
We're wrestlers.
But Tony D'Angelo versus Ilya Dragunov is going to be amazing.
It's going to be a banger. It's going to be hard hitting, I can tell you that much.
I see Stacks turning on Tony D'Angelo.
I see Stacks turning on him, too.
It.
I see it, too. I see it, too. switching gears, the WWE Women's Division, is it too stacked?
Yes.
I think so, too. I think
they need to let some people go, in my opinion.
Well, the thing about letting them go, and I thought about this, too, once I wrote the question out. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to the AEW.
Yeah, just AEW or NWA.
But they're not going to go to NWA. A lot of them going to go to AEW because that's who paying them the most.
Or Impact.
TNA.
I usually call it Impact Wrestling.
They've changed the name. They changed the name back to TNA.
Yeah.
But it's interesting they have such a good problem. You got so many talented wrestlers that, like, look at Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. They kind of got buried.
Yeah, it did.
And they're talented, man.
Very talented.
Baszler she had a good gimmick.
She's tough.
And she's fun to watch in the ring because she's a really good grappler.
Yeah.
I like to watch her and Zoe Stark wrestle people because Zoe Stark's a really good athlete.
She's really good.
And she's very physical, hard hitting. Her and Baszler are hard hitting.
Yeah.
And it's like they got buried.
Yeah, they're having a tag team match with the Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah. And I could see them winning it, but I could also see them losing it, which is, 50-50.
It's usually a 50-50 chance.
It's always a 50-50 chance, but I think Baszler needs another run at a belt, man.
Yes, maybe against Rhea Ripley or Io Sky.
Because Baszler was so talented in NXT, she kind of carried the women's division for a while.
She did a long time, since 2017 through 2019.
And then she had that crazy ass Women's Royal Rumble match where she eliminated all those people. I was just like, maybe this is the push. Maybe the writing is on the wall that she's going to be the next.
Maybe. That's going to be next year. Maybe.
But then they got to the main roster and Bianca Belair kind of like outshined her. Was more popular.
That's rough.
Won the belt a few more times and got, people make their own opportunities a lot of times in life.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't believe how overshadowed she was by people that she was overshadowing in NXT.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I think, I like to say, it's a good problem to have too many good people.
Yeah.
But it's like some of these people that get buried, like, you have to wonder.
Like Selena Vega.
She's really good. And the crowd loves her, man.
Yeah.
Crowd loves her. And it's just like, you don't have enough time for all the good people you have.
Like talent.
They have some talented women wrestlers. They have some talented wrestlers, period. But in the women's division, it is special.
Very special.
I mean, we are like a golden age of women wrestlers right now.
Like the NXT, women's roster is not that bad.
It's stacked too.
Yeah.
And all those ladies are young.
Like Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez can wrestle, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
heel the other night.
She can wrestle.
She turned heel the other night.
And like I said, we haven't even really seen Jade Cargill wrestle yet.
Nope.
And she's coming from AEW. She was a champion. She had 50 straight matches. She had won. So like I said, it's interesting. It's an interesting problem to have.
Yeah, she had 2 matches lost in AEW.
Chris Statlander was the person who beat her. Twice.
Yeah.
And Chris Statlander is a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
But AEW doesn't have a thick roster like...
They need more.
Yes. And that's why I say I don't think they're going to get rid of those the people from the women's division, because they're just going to go right to AEW.
Yeah.
And why would you want to send people you release that you've trained? A lot of times they've trained them from the Performance Center on up.
Yeah.
And send them there. Another lady that got lost another wrestler that got lost in the shuffle from NXT to the main roster is Shotzi Blackheart.
Yeah, she did.
She got lost, man. And Shotzi was like one of the people you tune in to see.
Thunderdog.
Yeah. Fun wrestler. She had crazy ass moves. She jumped off anything.
Yeah.
And she had the crowd, man.
She did.
And it's like...
They should have did an opportunity.
And she just kind of got lost.
Yeah, because the talent is too much talent.
It's a lot of talent, bro.
Yeah.
The women's division is stacked.
But the men's division is very stacked.
Very stacked. And like I said, those are good problems to have.
Yeah.
Speaking of stacked, Shawn Spears, formerly Ty Dillinger, he's back in WWE.
He's different.
He's in the NXT brand. He has a lot of fan support now.
Bruh.
It looks like he may have a good run, man. What are you thinking?
Yes, maybe him versus Obafemi for the North American Championship.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But who's Spears feuding with right now?
I think Ridge Holland.
Ridge Holland.
Garbage Ridge Holland.
Let's not call people garbage, man. Holland has a history of injuring people, but not necessarily purposely. It doesn't seem like obviously it's not on purpose. And wrestling is a physical, it's a physical wrestling. Professional wrestling is very physical. And we've seen people in real time get hurt and stuff like that. And, we are not accusing. Let me preface this by saying we are not accusing Ridge Holland of injuring anybody on purpose. It's all accidental, and it's a sport, and people get hurt. But with that being said, Ridge Holland has no personality.
No.
He has no personality. I think Spears should probably feud with someone like Dijak.
Yes, that'll be really good.
Two big guys who can really move in the ring and really fun to watch. It will be he and Dijak. Because Dijak has been doing some of his best work with Joe Gacy.
Yeah.
But Spears is really good. He looks like he looks really good. He looks like he's in shape too.
Yeah, he's very polished.
He's very polished. I mean, he can wrestle. We've seen him wrestle before.
Yeah.
We've seen Ty Dillinger wrestle. Now Shawn Spears. But that dude is in shape. He looks good. He looks motivated. And I can't wait to see what he does next.
Yeah.
He has the fans too. Mm-hmm. Moving along, Roderick Strong, he won the international championship from Orange Cassidy.
I think that's the right move.
I think it's a good move too.
Yeah.
Roderick Strong, he's been around Ring of Honor,
long time,
a bunch of other things, NXT and AEW. After he was released from WWE, the dude is a really good wrestler, man.
Amazing,
really good wrestler. Messiah the Backbreaker. He was stablemate, new Undisputed Era.
Undisputed Era was incredible.
Yeah, really good probably the best faction NXT ever had.
Was it better than the Shield?
No, the Shield was main roster, and all three of those guys became legends.
Champions.
Legends.
Yes.
Not just champions, they're legends.
Legends, yeah.
And all three of them went on to hold the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yep.
All three of them. And then Moxley went on to hold different ones in different companies.
And it worked.
Seth Rollins, before he became, Seth Rollins, that Tyler Black. He was Ring of Honor champion. So he's, all three of those dudes are legends. Roman Reigns, he's held a championship longer than anybody in the modern era. All three of them.
Future Hall of Famer.
All three of them. So it's like, you see this. So I can't say that Undisputed Era was better than them because Adam Cole, he's like the most popular one. But at the same time, he was probably not the best of the three wrestling. Of the four wrestling.
What about a Kyle O'Reilly?
I think Kyle O'Reilly was probably a better wrestler than him.
Yeah.
But, he had, reportedly he had medical issues and stuff like that. But the dude was really, really good.
He was almost a main eventer.
Yeah. I think they made a mistake by not putting that NXT championship on him.
Yes.
I think Kyle O'Reilly should have.
They missed that opportunity.
They missed the boat on that one.
Yeah.
They really did. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Roderick Strong, congratulations, man. That dude I follow him. I follow his story since he's had his surgery and stuff.
Yeah.
I wish that dude nothing but the best. I really like him.
Me too.
Really positive influence.
Yeah.
I really like to see him wrestle. He moves around really well in the ring. His interviews are very entertaining too.
Yeah.
He has a good sense of humor. I like him. Shout out to WWE MVP Dom Mysterio. Just got married, man.
He deserves it.
I think he deserves it too, man. That dude wrestled more last year than the year before last than anybody in the company.
Wow.
I love to see people that we follow who have good, lead happy lives, positive and happy lives, and with the people they love. Because, they go in, day out. They put their bodies on the line. They travel all the time. If you talk to some of these guys who wrestle, I've talked to some of these guys who wrestle or even been training to wrestle. It's very tedious and it's very impactful on your life, your personal life. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot of time because you got to be in the gym, you got to be in the mat, you got to take your bumps, you got to travel, you got to set up, it's a lot that go on.
It's a lot. It's
a lot, man. And I got, all I got to say about that, with him getting married, some of these other wrestlers getting married too. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them. It's always good to see something positive like that. We have so many negative things on the news about people like Vince, and his that whole soap opera drama.
Let's not get into that.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that, and stuff like Billy Jack Haynes killing people, stuff like Chris Benoit. We have a lot of negative stories, and see a positive one like this, like Dom getting married. I think that's really good, man.
He deserves it.
He deserves it. He had his stablemates there from
Judgment Day.
From Judgment Day, and I thought that was pretty cool.
They supported him.
I mean, they on the road with that dude, man.
Every single day.
You can't be on the road with somebody and not be friends with them.
Yeah.
You can, but you'll hate your life, man. So,
you remember R-Truth tries for Dominic to break character or something?
R-Truth makes a lot of people break character, man.
Yeah, like
he's
Damian
so funny,
Priest.
man.
Yeah.
That is a national treasure. I love R-Truth.
Yeah.
Ron Killings, former NWA heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
I do, man. He's been around. He doesn't get his due.
Yeah.
But, back to Dom. I'm glad he got married. He seemed like he's happy. His wife, reportedly he's been knowing his wife since middle school.
That's a long time.
Bro, that's forever.
Forever.
That's forever.
Yeah.
So it's really good to see him have that moment. And, have his parents there. Both his parents still here. His dad's in the Hall of Fame. And he's just like right behind him, man.
Rey Mysterio deserves the Hall of Famer.
Oh, Rey Mysterio is probably one of the top 10 wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, he signed that new contract.
People who watch wrestling, who've been following wrestling for as long as we have, we acknowledge Rey Mysterio.
I acknowledge him too.
That dude he's been around and
forever.
And WWE knows if he's released from a contract, someone's gonna sign him immediately. He's not gonna be on the street.
No, he isn't.
Even if it's just him training new people. He's a luchador. Rey Mysterio's special.
Very special.
He's kind of like AJ Styles. AJ Styles is kind of like him. He had been on TNA forever. He's a TNA New Japan Pro legend.
Yeah.
And I think, going back to people being happy, I'd like to see AJ Styles get one more run at it, man.
One more run?
Yeah, he deserves it.
Not against the Bloodline.
I don't know, but the dude, he turns in a lot of bangers.
Yeah.
He does.
I think him versus LA Knight would work.
He's been turning in banger after banger for years. Decades.
Yeah.
From New Japan Pro
to TNA.
He carried TNA for a decade.
Yeah, he did.
So let's not act like AJ Styles not special either.
AJ Styles is very special.
And he still got gas in the tank.
Yeah.
So I think he deserves another run.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't win the title, I think it'd be a good push for him to do his farewell tour.
Yeah.
On a title run. And
just like Adam Copeland's.
Yeah, and maybe, finish out at TNA.
Yeah. That's actually a smart idea.
Because they always say TNA is the house that AJ Styles built.
He built it.
They always say that. I've heard so many people say that. Say, hey, that's the house AJ built. And it's the reason they say that.
Yeah.
So, let's give that man his flowers now.
Yes. He needs one more belt, in my opinion.
I think he needs one more belt, too.
Yeah.
Speaking of belts, Jordynne Grace, she's the main attraction right now in TNA.
Amazing. The juggernaut.
She's the juggernaut. I think she's going to be in WWE one day. She was a surprise entrant
to the Royal
Rumble, and she showed out, man.
So good.
She showed out. I'm sure that she's going to be in WWE one day. She's a special talent, man. She has a good look.
Yeah, I think her contract might expire next year. I'm
not sure about her contract situation, but if TNA if they're smart, they'll back up a money truck and say, "Well, how much is it to stay?" Because I'm telling you, people
like they did the same thing to Josh Alexander, extend his contract until 2025 next year.
Yeah, I mean they made a business move.
Yeah,
I don't blame them.
I don't either.
I don't blame them. But it's kind of putting a bad taste in your talent's mouth for them to do that.
Yeah. Then he lost to Alexander Hammerstone.
I know, man. That dude's...
I think that was the wrong decision, but they're trying to get new talent in TNA.
I don't know. I like Josh Alexander. I've watched Hammerstone wrestle a few times. I'm not a fan of him.
But he won a lot of championships.
No, I didn't say he wasn't talented, but I'm not a fan of him. I like Josh Alexander.
Yeah.
The walking weapon is a really good gimmick.
Very great
And guess what he can do? He can wrestle.
Yeah,
he's
like the next Kurt Angle.
He's the next Josh Alexander. That dude puts on bangers, man.
Yes, with a lot of talent,
with a lot of people. He can wrestle anybody, small dudes, big dudes,
anybody. Yeah,
and he's really talented wrestler, man.
Like Moose.
Yeah, him and Moose have put on some bangers in the day, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if they don't treat Jordynne Grace right or give her the pop she needs and satisfy her monetarily, she's gonna be gone.
Yeah,
her husband's already gone. Jonathan Gresham. He left.
Yeah, he did
when he lost the X Division title.
No, that was the Ring of Honor title.
Ring of Honor title. I'm sorry,
to Claudio. I think that was the right move.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I like Jonathan Gresham,
but Claudio is so good.
Yeah, he is. But Gresham is so good that he trained other wrestlers.
Yeah, he did.
He trains a lot of wrestlers, and the dude is. He's magic in the ring.
He's been doing this for years.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna ever get a push in WWE. If he ever gets to WWE, I could see it. Imagine him and Ricochet having a match.
It would be too much talent.
I don't know, man. I like Gresham. I hope for the best for him because I like him.
The Octopus or something.
Dude can wrestle, man.
Yeah,
he can wrestle. And for those who didn't know, Jordynne Grace is married to Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah.
But like I said, I hope that she gets the push, and I hope that she does stay with TNA. But at the same time, I think WWE's going to come a-calling.
I see it.
Because the pop she got from Royal Rumble...
It was unexpected.
And then she had that moment with Naomi. And I was just
and Bianca Belair.
It was just good to see that.
Yeah.
It was really good to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
I liked when Mickie James came. When she had the Knockouts Championship, when she wrestled in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that was an amazing moment.
Yeah, and I love Mickie James. She's fun to watch.
She's a Hall of Famer.
She's a Hall of Famer, man. She's special.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's it for us this week. You got anything else, Big Daddy?
I really want Roman Reigns to lose that belt at WrestleMania.
How he starts is how he ends. And with that, I'll see you around the way, guys.
Bye.
Bye.